I'd like to look at the future, but live
In the
right,
present.
Yeah. You, man?
Yeah. I said medium or green for the same reasons.
Yeah.
That's
Same.
it.
Same.
All right. Next question.
You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings.
That's
I would have to disagree 100%. And it does say you often. There are times where I don't. And in those cases, I don't understand people who do things that are mean to other people. Like people who step on other people to get ahead in life. I can't understand their reasoning. Actually, I won't, like, first thought, I won't be able to understand, like, what the heck are you doing? But I'm sure that something in their life, something happened in their life that led them to make that decision. Whether which is one choice or a series of bad decisions that led them up to that point. I'm sure they have a reason why.
like those K-dramas where they, the parents
Or
are
low-key.
forcing the kids.
Oh, Loki.
Okay.
Wait. You often have a hard time understanding. Okay, I'm gonna say a little disagree. Wait, what? I don't know.
You often have a hard time. So for me, I 100% disagree. I don't have a hard time.
Also, okay. I'm gonna say a little, because sometimes I don't understand what's going on. Yeah.
Like why people feel the way they do.
Yeah.
Example.
I don't know. It's just.
It's a hard example.
example. Like too much. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I don't even bother to understand. Okay. I don't want to be mean. But sometimes I just.
I would say the same thing too. There's some things that are just like annoying. You don't really wanna invest your effort into kind of understanding where you're.
The flavor.
The flavor.
Basic flavor.
Outdoor flavor.
Spray bugged.
Spray bugged.
I mean bug sprayed.
Bug sprayed, spray bugged.
Wait. Oh, I keep going. Okay. But for me, okay.
It's a little distracting.
I can't focus.
Here's
Just take a little bug spray break. So I think I really, even though sometimes things can get annoying, I have the habit of really trying to see where people are coming from. To just understand, because sometimes the way that they react in class or in real life, it's really influenced by, the way they're raised or just their upbringing and things like that. So you have to be careful as well. But I can't completely say disagree because there's times where I really don't know where they're coming from. But that's the fun of it, though, is you have all these things in your head. Is it because this? Is it because of that? So I like to play around with those thoughts. Why is it like a detective type of thing? Like, ooh. So yeah.
Dr. Panna.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a bird, right?
Thought it was a spider.
That's a spider. That's so
Like a
big.
tarantula or
That was a
something.
leaf.
It looked like a lobster to me.
Lobster.
Without my glasses. I didn't have my
Flying seafood.
Flying seafood.
Julia.
I was torn between like a medium and a big disagree. Because as a person, I am quite whiny. I will tell you that. Like, I don't know. I think it's just because now that as a child, I don't think I didn't have anyone to whine to. So now that I have friends, I have someone to whine to. That
People to watch.
Yeah, because like oftentimes my parents don't really listen to the things that I whine about.
What do you whine about? I can't think of an example.
What do I whine about? Little things like classes, that kind of thing. I whine about math because like my parents won't agree to that. They won't agree to that, but they don't understand that kind of feeling. But There are moments when I do not understand what, like, even as a whiny person, I don't understand like people's what they're whining about. Maybe something like, I don't know, dramatic stuff. How do I
Give an
word it?
example.
Let's say people, I don't know, dramas.
Like like girl dramas and
Yeah, that
Mm.
maybe it's because I don't experience that, but I just don't. Why are y'all like so petty? Why do you need to like
You wear
kind
the
of
same clothes, you automatically enemies. Stuff
yeah,
like
that kind of thing? Like something that set them off even by the slightest, and their friend group just kind of like drifted away, kind of thing. Maybe I don't understand that. So
I think
yeah,
we're lucky enough not to be in those kind of friend groups.
yeah, it's just hard.
But I'm sure, yeah, they do have a reason
Yeah.
somewhere.
That's fine. Anyways,
Next question.
Oh, me? When starting to work on a project, you prefer to make as many decisions upfront as possible. Upfront, what does that mean? Like right then and there?
Right before you're about to start a project,
Oh.
you make decisions of kagad immediately. I'm gonna have to agree 100%. I would like to know, like I keep thinking about our chem labs, the one with the dandelion stuff. Especially with those kind of projects, you need to know what you're doing. You need to know what you want to do with the dandelions, for example. You want to test what nutrients, nitrogen. You have to know what you're testing, so you need to know what you need to do that.
How to do that?
So in projects like that, I would like to know what I need, so then I can get the stuff I need to do it. But of course, there are times where there are things that happen unexpectedly, things you don't expect. But if I had the power, I would make the decisions right then and there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I was lost.
Lost in the moment.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say middle agree, cause like if it's like a scientific one, then I'd have to help myself. But if it's like an art project, then I'd be, I don't want to know everything. Just want to
part of the
try
fun.
out.
Yeah.
True, and try some possibilities. Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely on the side of agree, because I'll have to at least have a little idea on what's happening. Dude, we should border mark around.
Like vampires, like put garlic around.
Garlic, yeah.
Secure the perimeter.
Jarvis.
Oh, that's a strong smell, dude. Holy crap.
Oh my gosh!
That's overwhelming.
Who said that? That was not a good idea. You're gonna kill us too, bro.
My idea
Don't win.
was the best.
Ow.
It's not that bad anymore.
Ooh. Damn.
Stop breathing.
That's like penetrating the nostrils.
She's crying, bro.
Oh my gosh.
No, I just stopped breathing the moment
So your whole body just shut. It's an emergency mode. Goodness gracious.
Okay.
Is
Smell.
it still bad there? It's not that bad.
It's
here.
not
Maybe
bad
they
anymore.
inhaled a lot.
Maybe that's what the insects feel.
Yeah.
They're like, I gotta get out of here. Holy.
But it's a sweet smell. Don't insects like sweet smell? I don't
No
know.
idea. And also time check. It's already 6:30.
Oh.
All right. Oh,
Let's finish this page. Then we can continue this on the campfire.
yeah. I put small agree. Because when I think about this question, I think about art. I don't try to make a decision as soon as possible when it comes to art. I just test out the waters, because I do something and then I don't like it, and then I do something again, and maybe I do like it, and then I try to change something from it. That kind of thing. It takes time for me, I guess. But like I try to think of like a concept.
Big picture.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna make me change my answer to small. Medium disagree. Agree. Sorry.
Yeah, because maybe if you try to, I think if you try to make decisions as quick as possible, and I mean, I'm not trying, because you can do that in science, but like in art, if you do like a decision as soon as possible in art, I feel like you might regret it, maybe.
Yeah, I guess it really depends on what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
'Cause for me, obviously, not just for me, for other people who are doing scientific labs, scientific, it has to be very concise,
Yeah.
very
And
correct.
planned out. Yeah.
In art, it's very liberal, I guess. Right? Depends on what you're doing. Jeez, man. Didn't stop the bugs.
They're still in there.
Bug
Protein.
busters.
Protein. Crunch. Okay.
Hannah, did you already explain your answer?
No, not yet. I would say small disagree too, because when it comes to projects, I start it, but when I don't like it, I just start again.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't really have when it comes to projects, I don't really have like an outline unless it's something like scientific. I have things in mind, but I'd like to do rough drafts before I do the final draft. So multiple rough drafts before final. So yeah,
You're like
I would say small disagree.
I switched my answer again to small. Agree.
You're moving down the ranks.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really depends on what you're thinking about. Yeah. Yeah, small agree final.
All right. Next question.
Next question.
Who's reading it?
Oh, okay. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder how long it will be until they become disappointed in you.
That's so sad.
Damn.
That's sad.
You must have like some serious issues to be thinking about that the moment you meet someone. Hello. Thank you.
Ooh. KFC?
Yes.
We save these too.
I'm gonna have to say like 100% disagree. That's like, thankfully, I'm very fortunate I don't think about that. I think I don't wonder how long it will take, but I do fear the time where they do become disappointed in me. I think there was a time where my counselor, there was a time where I thought my counselor didn't, or he just seemed disappointed in me, and it really like shook me. I didn't expect that. And I was like, I felt really scared, and I mean, nothing actually happened. I just misunderstood how, like, his facial expression or something like that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to people who I guess highly thinks of me, or even people I highly think of, I fear the day that they become disappointed in me, but I don't wonder how long it's gonna take. That's not something you'd want to happen. So why would you worry about it?
Because I don't know, maybe if you start thinking about it, you'll just be more occupied thinking about it instead of the actual relationship, and then may shorten that time.
And
If
worrying
there
so
is
much
that.
about
Yeah.
not disappointing you might actually disappoint you.
Sometimes I'm actually just surprised that people would think highly of me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But when you find out that that person like does think highly of you or someone else, it comes with a responsibility, right? Like you wanna keep that image, or you wanna keep that persona that they know you as. But you're not perfect, right? You make mistakes, so not dwelling on it, but understanding that if someone does look up to you,
There's a
then you
responsibility.
have a responsibility to. Yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah. But I don't know what my position would be. It has that thought has crossed my mind before, but I don't like to dwell on it, because the more you dwell on it, the more you just like sink.
Yeah.
You just keep sinking in.
Yeah.
Like there's no way you can get out of it. But the truth is, like, there's things that people have done that we look up to, like that have disappointed themselves. Like that's disappointed themselves, not just others.
Yeah.
So it's hard to judge. I don't want to judge. So if they're disappointed in me and they found out something that, I mean, I can't blame them, right? You know? So,
Just
yeah.
accept it.
Yeah. It makes sense. It would, if it's usually someone that cares for me, that would know that flaw. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, because people who you're not really that close to, they only see like your facade, like your what's outside. But people who know you more, like, I don't know, like, they can be disappointed, but they'll understand. I don't know.
Yeah, they'll accept you.
Yeah.
If they really are the people that love you very much, they'll accept you.
Yeah. And you can learn from whatever that disappointment.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't want to put neutral on this.
Well, if you feel that way.
Yeah, I think I'll just put a neutral on this. Because, honestly, I don't know if there are times when I do know that, like, a person highly regards me. But I think disappointing people, I think, is what I worry most of the times. You know? Because I don't say I'm too focused on... this one's hard. I don't know. I think I'm just worried overall for what...
Is that the first thing you think about when you realize someone thinks highly of you? That you'll
if disappointed in someone? If I disappoint them? Not really.
Then you might be on a disagree side. Because, I mean, if the question was, do you fear disappointing people who think highly of you, then my answer would be completely different. I would agree 100%. But it's if you wonder how long, you know.
Yeah, it's not about how long it would take. It's more about just disappointing them in general. That's what I fear. So I guess I'll change it to a small disagree. I don't really know how to, pan out this question. I don't know how to go dive into it.
Because I totally agree with you. Yeah, I definitely fear disappointing people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't try too hard to please people.
You are who you are.
Yeah.
I don't know, just like you guys said, it's just, I mean, I try to not disappoint them, but I won't be like...
You won't change yourself for it?
Yeah. Either, and I won't be thinking too much, like, I'm not gonna think how long it's going to take, you know?
Yeah.
That's just,
I feel like someone who has gone through some toxic relationships would think something like that. That's sad. To those people, I hope they get better.
Next question.
You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation.
Saved.
It's like you see someone wearing a shirt, like a K-pop shirt, and that's the K-pop. You're like,
Yeah.
Army!
I 100% disagree with that. As much as I would love to,
Thank you.
I wouldn't feel comfortable. Like, even if it were someone I found handsome or pretty or something like that, I wouldn't have the guts to say that. Unless... I think if I were a kid, I would have confidence doing that, because I feel like I don't have that fear of, like, oh no, what are they gonna say? Or if I'm with a group of people, I wouldn't have any fears of doing that either. Maybe medium disagree then. There would be rare occasions where I would be okay, but it's terrifying because you don't know what they're gonna...
Yeah, I'm not comfortable doing that. That's so not me. Even encounters when people just come up to me and say something random. I don't know, it's just weird. But yeah, I would go with medium disagree for it too. I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. Maybe in the future I might have enough guts to say that. Hey, I like your
I would like to build the confidence to that.
But I think at the moment, no. I'd say hi.
But not
That's
a full-on conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a short compliment, that's it.
How do you pick between the middle disagree and completely disagree.
You're
Put a line.
75%?
Yep. I think I'm gonna go with completely disagree. I mean, I'd like to choose the in between, but if I were to like count, it would be more or less of me doing that, so it would be more towards the disagreeing completely. I mean, yeah. Like sometimes in the washroom in our school, like sometimes just people have really nice hair. I'll be like, hey, your hair looks good. You know? But
It's not a
that happens.
conversation.
That happens very rarely.
Yeah.
Very rarely, almost.
Mhm.
Like it never happens. I mean, I might say it in my head,
Yeah, I agree.
but yeah, never to like start a conversation.
I put middle disagree. Because there are only rare moments when I do it. To name, I think I did it to Marielle. Because I think I met her in like 7th grade. Was it 7th grade?
Nice.
Yeah, I think. And she was like, probably like the Filipino who like just came in to our class. And I was just like, oh my gosh, a Filipino. Ooh. And so I just approached her. I think the other person that I did approach was Ria.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was like.
Yeah.
I was about to bring it up.
Uh,
Do you remember how?
PewDiePie.
How did it?
Yeah.
PewDiePie. I brought it up by the game.
It wasn't even a game. It was the PewDiePie app.
Yeah.
I downloaded it on my phone. Then she saw it.
And then that's how I approached. Yeah.
That's cool.
And the friendship began.
Yeah. What happened after that?
The
I think in digital design.
spleen.
That's the whole story.
Spleen.
For another day.
Yes.
Next.
Oh, we're 17.
Oh, we're at 70.
Okay.
We'll take a break. Then we'll set up the campfire. Then continue.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.